Hello to you all. This past week feels like, from a personal level, like it's been a roller coaster. And this message that I want to share with you comes in two parts. The first one being from a more personal level, and just to put my own role into perspective for balance and peace within me. I so appreciate everything that has been shared, all perspectives, all references to books and texts. However, I've recognized as well that in itself is, in its own way, created distance between me and my peace and me and God. And so I realized that I needed to return to the source of my peace and that I needed to commune with God. And this comes from also recognizing that where this comes to you or anyone who visits this channel, it's a reminder that even with all that I share and all that I will share, there can never be any because Khunsi said. There can only be what Khunsi said resonated, and I shall now return to the source of my own peace and commune with that and make peace with my own truth. And I felt I needed to share that in protection of your peace and in protection of my peace. And in protection of my peace, part of that is also protecting my inner child so that creatively I can move wherever I need to move, and wherever I feel too much responsibility for you, that hinders my own purpose. And I just wanted to share that everything consumed on this channel needs to be consumed just as everything else you do in your life, on your journey, and that is with discernment. My relationship with discernment is evolving and growing every day. And life can get really exciting. Life can get really exciting, but it does require a constant reminder that everything comes from inside. Everything outside equals experience. But what is taken in needs to be battled with within and needs to come to a truth that comes from within. And so I appreciate the community and I appreciate the sharing so much. But I never want to be mistaken as someone who shares a view and expects it to be adopted. And I also never wanted to be mistaken from my own perspective that any view shared with me will automatically become my own truth. And as I was reconnecting with myself, spent some time going back into my body to find my peace. I mean, if I tell you that 2 hours ago is a different person to the person I feel like now. I received a download that I want to share. It's a download, but it started in the form of a vision. It's like within myself, something was revealed to me about God and the reason. And I'm going to read to you because it was a very personal moment and it was unfolding in a way where I knew that if I don't write it down, I might lose it. Life is a journey we embark on. It is all God. And it is, in a sense, a borrowing of time to experience various manifestations of God from a perspective that appears opposite to God. And the way I see it, it requires that oppositeness and that distance in order to happen, in order for it to take place. The way I'm seeing this in my vision is that altogether, not just us as humans, absolutely everything. Imagine it like an ecosystem where your manifestation has a role. We manifest, and the great I Am is the only observer that gets to witness all of creation. How it behaves as it exercises its free will and heals itself. Ultimately, God is healing through all of these parts, all at once, and we play a very big role in it. As every part of yourself matters, so does every part of God. Everything here on earth is of our own creation. Absolutely everything. Everything as far back as it goes, and when I really feel into it, I feel like I can almost touch God's love. Like as in, feel into how much love exists there. Out of the pure fact that I'm here due to God's wish to heal and to observe life. And the free will is a necessary part because we too, like a butterfly, must be set free in order to truly belong to God. Do you see that with me? That God's love is so large, so infinite, that it would never control us, so that you, this part of God, can experience everything. If you're not experiencing everything at free will, God is not fulfilling His reason for you. You, this part of God, needs to experience everything in order to allow for the healing of the whole, of which God is an observer. I know there is more to be revealed, but we are no different to the trees, the animals, the plants. Wherever we place ourselves on this hierarchy on earth, we may have dominion, but perhaps even that sense of ownership is part of our contract, and it too is only perceived. Its presence here, just like us, is evidence of God's wish. Life is a wish of God to heal and to constantly, continually evolve in contrast and in balance, but ultimately it is all perfection.